You're watching the Wellness Hour, news that makes you healthier. I'm Randy Alvarez. Today's topic, extreme smile makeovers. What we're talking about is a full mouth reconstruction. With us, we have Connecticut's go-to dentist when it comes to really complex dentistry. With us, we have Dr. Aruri. Dr. Aruri, welcome to the program.
Pleasure to be here.
Now, you brought a stack of photos, so we're going to try to get to as many of those as possible. Now, for people that don't know your practice, like who's the typical patient, and also because we're calling it full mouth reconstruction today, give us a working definition of what that is.
So there's no really a typical patient. Usually my patients fall into one or two categories. The first category is patients who come in, have a lot of broken teeth, have been in so much pain, have gum disease, gum infections, they've had cavities, loose teeth, they're not happy about how their teeth look sometimes. So those patients are trying to avoid getting to a denture.
Okay.
They've been to other dentists and they told them the only solution for your problems here is a denture. And so it kind of turns them off, and they start getting second opinions. They're looking around for alternatives for dentures, and they end up coming sometimes, if they find me, coming for me for a second consult. So that's kind of like the first group of patients.
And you say you're big on saving teeth. That, look, we have a separate interview where I talk to guys about implants, and I know you do those too. But today we're talking about maybe saving teeth. And you said some people come in and they think they need just a full mouth of implants, and you're able to save teeth.
That's right. So a lot of patients have.
Is that what full mouth reconstruction means? Sorry to interrupt.
So a lot of patients have been to other places where they've been told the only option for you is removing all your teeth and having either a denture or full mouth implants. In my office, I take my time to diagnose. I take X-rays, CT scans in the mouth, and my job as a dentist is to save teeth.
Okay.
So that's my go-to goal first. If there are teeth that are savable, we're going to save them. If there are hopeless teeth, we're going to remove them and give you options for restoring them.
Okay.
And one of those options are either implants, fixed bridges, whatever it is, the best option for your case. I had a patient the other day, went to a different dental office, and they were told they have to remove all their teeth, and they weren't happy about it. They came to me. I was able to save some of their teeth, and they're happier with the plan because now they get to keep some of their own teeth, and so it feels more natural to them sometimes. It's not always something that if we can save your teeth, we will save your teeth. So one of the things I remember about this patient who came in, they couldn't smile. They weren't happy about their smile. They were very insecure.
Okay.
They were smiling less. They had pain, infections. They're tired of going to the dentist, appointment after the other. With that patient, it's not just that you're saving or giving them teeth. You're restoring their smile, their confidence. You're giving them something that they never had before. Now all of a sudden they can eat, they can smile more, they can sleep better because there's no pain waking them up in the middle of the night. They're eating the foods they like. They're eating steak sandwiches. They're eating corn on the cob, apples. It's something they never even dreamt of having.
Very nice. Now, let me ask you, because you have traveled all over the country and out of the country to learn advanced techniques. So, for example, and correct me if I'm wrong, like typically when you need a root canal, you would go to a specialist like an endodontist. So you do those as well in your practice. You said that the things you're doing, you may need 3 specialists, like the periodontist, the endodontist, maybe the oral surgeon, and the prosthodontist, just to get this done. So you have this concept of doing everything under one roof. Is that correct?
Correct.
Was that by plan, by design?
I mean, it's something. It's a service I always loved of giving to patients, because when patients come to me the first time meeting me, oftentimes I find them shocked that we were able to do the root canal, the crown, or even an implant. When they go for implants, they have 3 specialists sometimes working on them: an oral surgeon, prosthodontist, oral surgeon, or general dentist. Sometimes they need a bone graft, gum graft. Sometimes they have to go to a periodontist for these procedures. So being able to provide that service to patients without them having to travel and pay multiple fees for multiple specialists, it's something that I feel good about. It's a service I take pride in providing to patients. So sometimes I find patients that every day I see a patient. Oh, you're going to be doing this root canal on me. It's you see a shocked face and a joy at the same time that they don't have to travel and pay different fees for different specialists. A lot of these full mouth constructions or smile makeovers, sometimes you end up paying 3 different fees in 3 different locations. In my office, it's 1 fee, 1 location, 1 dentist working on you from start to finish. So we know we have the smile designed before we even start working on you. So we know the outcome, how it should look, where the implants should be placed. So to get from A to B, we know the exact direction we're heading because we've done this over and over.
Okay, you know, I was telling you before we came on air that I had an oral surgeon. He said, Randy, have you heard of these new guys? They're like super specialists, these general dentists. He says it's not a recognized specialty, but they know how to do everything. And is that how you consider yourself in a way?
Yeah, as you said, it's not a recognized specialty. I would like to think of myself as that because it's something I love doing the service where it's so much more convenient for a patient to be in one location, seeing the same dentist for all their problems and paying 1 fee, knowing the fee ahead of time before you even start working on it. It's a big project sometimes. It's a full mouth rehab, construction, whatever you want to name it. So you want to know exactly how much it should cost. Sometimes if you go to a specialist and they give you their fee, you want to get started, but you don't know what the other parts will cost you. So that's what
we're able to give you. That's a good point.
So we're able to give you the start in the beginning, a treatment plan that goes over from start to finish. What is going to be the exact cost? What's the estimated timeline? And what are the steps? When you're dealing with multiple specialists, sometimes it takes 5 times or 6 times as long. It could take. I've seen treatment plans that used to take a year or 2. Now we're able to do it in much shorter time because we're able to see the outcome before we even start working on you.
Now, you've been a dentist in your mind since you were in 1st grade. I think you told me. Really? I mean, you knew you wanted to be a dentist in 1st grade?
That's
unusual, right?
Yeah, it's a story I like to tell. It's 1st grade, your teacher is introducing you to the class. What's your name and what do you want to be? I remember getting up, saying my name, and saying I want to be a dentist. It's just something I was fascinated the first time I visited the dentist. I was 5-year-old. I had a cavity. I walked out with no pain, and I was like.
And you knew you liked it.
I knew I liked it.
So by the time you were in high school, you were already saying, I'm going to be a dentist. Like your friends all knew you wanted to be a dentist.
Yeah, it was something I've always wanted to do. I loved working with my hands. I've actually dabbled with things that I try to disassemble, put it back together. Because
you said you would break things or at least take apart things like phones, or I think you told me something like that.
Yeah, the biggest thing I took apart was a PS3, I think, or PS2. I don't
remember. The gaming thing.
Yeah, so it was like a 500 piece laid out on the table, and I tried to put it back together, and it worked. And I was so gratified by the experience. I was like, this is something I love doing. It's just working with my hands, and I've always loved sciences in school, so I couldn't find a better career than dentistry for this.
Nice. So and you brought some photos. Let's start there. Some of these, and for people just tuning in, we're talking about extreme smile makeovers, full mouth reconstruction with Dr. Aruri. Okay.
Yeah. So I want you to take a look at this photo.
Let's take a look.
Look at the smile, and this patient comes in, just like any patient who is in the situation, they're usually coming in with either pain or they're tired of seeing the dentist for fixing the same problem, the same tooth for years over and over and over. They're seeing an endodontist, a periodontist, sometimes a oral surgeon to fix the same problem, work on the same problem. They're unable to chew. Sometimes they're unable to sleep because of dental infections. They can't eat or enjoy the foods they like. They're insecure about their smile. So Randy, look at that before photo.
Yeah.
With this very nice person, but this is his version of smiling. Sometimes patients forget how to smile because they're not showing teeth. They're insecure about their smile. This is a very nice guy who loves to smile actually, but if you look at the smile before, you could tell this is not a natural smile. He's trying to show teeth. They're not showing, and when you see the after version, it's going to be a life changing for them.
Now you say that people get the wrong impression about these people, like they're mad or grumpy, when in fact they're just not smiling. Is that right?
That's right. It's like and I've done this over and over a lot of times. Like I get patients when I see them the the next time I see them after the smile makeover, they're actually smiling more. They're happier. They seem more talkative than before. It's like you're meeting a different person. So it's
Like, are you ever surprised? Like you had them all wrong. You thought, man, this is a serious person.
all the time. When you see them the second time and you're looking at this person that you just changed their life, and it makes you feel good. The whole team feels good. It makes you motivated coming to work every day that you were able to change that life, because this person just went from not being able to smile to being more confident, smiling more, and talking to our staff more often. It's like you're meeting a whole new different person. So let me back up to where I said I'm changing people's lives. It's actually them changing their life. They're the ones making that decision to come in and do something about their smile. And
That's the hard part.
that's
Nobody likes going to the dentist, right? Do you hear that? Like, no offense, doctor.
I hear it every day.
You do?
And if I take it personal, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. Here's the thing. These patients told me, I don't know why I haven't done it earlier. Why I haven't done it like 5-10 years ago? Because they lost on so much quality life and chewing and
Like they regret not fixing their teeth.
Exactly. So I hear this all the time where they're saying this changed my life, and I give them credit for changing their own lives, because this is something they've always dreamt of but hesitated, and once they do it, it's like, why haven't I done it 10 years ago?
Now, is that his after over there? I'm looking at the smiling guy.
Yeah, take a look at the after.
He looks pretty good.
Wouldn't you see?
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't you think this is a different different personality? This is a much happier patient. He looks younger, doesn't he?
Okay, I'll give that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and we're looking at a small fraction of the face that changed the whole
Appearance.
charisma,
Yeah.
right? Like, this patient just looks happier, looks more approachable to me, and he loves the results, and we love seeing him in our office. So again, with a combination of procedures, which could have taken multiple specialists and maybe a couple of years in certain situations, we were able to do it in much shorter time, and in our office with one dentist. And a lot of times, sometimes these patients walk in with no teeth or bad teeth, and they walk out with brand new set of teeth. Now, take a look at this young man here. One of my favorite patients. He came in not happy about his smile. He's unable to chew the foods he enjoys, and he wants something that can bring his smile back. You know, it's very common that we see these patients with multiple broken teeth, multiple missing teeth. They're unable to chew the foods they enjoy, like steak, corn on the cob, apple. Sometimes they lose sleep over it, whether because of stress, whether it's pain. A lot of times they have gum infections. I mean, I hope you've never had a broken tooth, but broken tooth can hurt. You know, it's a very painful experience. So if you look closely, actually, at the smile, you see a lot of black voids in the back. This guy had missing teeth in the back. You can't chew with missing teeth in the back. I mean, I looked at this person, and I can already see the end results, and you know, I was excited.
Like when you say you could see the end result, what do you mean?
I can picture the smile in my head. This is where we're going to design the smile, and I'll show you how it looked after.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Look at the.
So what'd you do? What'd you do for him?
So this is a combination of procedures that we did to restore his smile, and look at
wow.
There's no more voids. This patient looks more handsome. Would you agree?
Yeah, he does look more handsome.
Look at how the upper teeth are kind of like in line, filling the voids in line with the lower lip. These are things that I kind of picture when I see them, and I feel like I get excited seeing someone. I'm like, this is going to look great afterwards, because I know the exact result. I know where we're going with
What's
this.
it like when a guy like that sees himself in the mirror for the first time?
I've had patients in tears in the chair, and you know, I can't prove this right, but if we take the trajectory of this guy, it's probably gotten so much better.
So you think like he ends up in a different place in life just because of his teeth?
It's not because of his teeth only. It's because of his charisma. Because of his confidence.
Okay. That's fair.
The confidence it brings you, and the security, and the smile itself by itself.
So like self-esteem just definitely improves.
Exactly. These patients are more confident. They're even on job interviews. I've had patients who told me they want to fix this before their job interview. If you think about it, why are they fixing their smile before a job interview? Because that's how we look at people, and unfortunately, we judge people by their smiles sometimes and how their teeth look. You know, I've had patients tell me that they're insecure about their smile, that they feel judged, or they feel like they feel like the people perceive them as uneducated or poor. I mean, if you look at movies, what do they most have in common when you look at the homeless person or a villain or
That's a good point.
some bad guy?
They give them bad teeth to make them look bad.
Exactly. So
Okay.
It's not just because I'm a dentist. I say that patients tell me this all the time, and
that goes away.
And it's a life. It's again, it's the security and the confidence it brings to the patient after this smile makeover. It's a life-changing event.
You know, I think of those hair commercials where a guy gets his hair back and he's swimming and dating and having all this fun and taking selfies and at Machu Picchu. Is that kind of way it is when you get new teeth?
Yes.
Especially if they bug you?
Yes, it's a good thing that you brought this up. I've had a patient, I remember this, a few weeks ago, after we did her smile makeover. She told me she couldn't even put a profile picture on Match.com because she couldn't have a good smile that she feels confident about.
Is that right? Okay.
And a lot of these dating websites have statistics showing that people don't click on profiles with no face photos. So
without the smile.
Without the smile, she couldn't even put a picture on that. So imagine the difference now after her smile makeover and being able to put that picture on Match.com. She said, I can't, and she's in her 70s. She said, I can't go back to dating. And you know, she loved the results, and now she's like, the first thing I want to go do is put a picture on my Match.com profile.
That's nice. That's nice. So, you know, and according to you, we talked that they're never too far gone. That means, and you said it, their teeth and gums are never too bad to have the smile they've always wanted. Is that an overstatement? Or do you believe that?
It's not. With today's technologies and the procedures that we can do, the multiple combination procedures, there's a lot of things we can do for them. I've had a patient in his 80s who literally told me, you know, as you age, there are a lot of activities that you used to enjoy you're not doing anymore. He said, chewing is one thing, food is one thing I still enjoy, and I still want to enjoy it. I don't want to lose that activity.
Okay.
And being able to chew is a must. Like, think about it. With 80 years old or 90 years old, what is their life revolves around? It's chewing,
okay.
Going out with family, going out to restaurants, maybe traveling, touring the world. And what do you want to do when you tour the world? You want to try the foods in the local places you're visiting. And there's a lot of, you know,
people that can't do that.
If you're not able to chew, you're not able to enjoy that one of the few activities that you have remaining in life.
So are the patients then getting older and older, or they're getting younger and younger?
Yeah, I mean, in general they're getting older and older. I'm seeing both ends, but the older you get, there's more chances of losing teeth, of broken teeth, of cavities. You've had these teeth for all your life, so you're more likely to be losing. Actually, there are stats on that almost 180 million Americans are losing at least one tooth, and over 65 years old, almost 40 million Americans are losing all their teeth.
Okay.
And so these patients don't want to lose that joy of eating when they're older, and when they do it, everybody wishes they've done it so much sooner.
Okay.
So now let me show you this next picture. Take a look at this guy.
Okay.
He hated his teeth. He looks like a happy person. He just didn't like the way he smiled. Now look at that after. Now, I haven't talked to this guy in a while, but I bet he's smiling all over the town. A lot of patients, what they don't realize is that even if especially if they're grinding their teeth actually, that they're wearing down their teeth, the way their teeth come together have worn down so much that they become so much shorter and broken. They look like they're broken. You know, sometimes with a combination of procedures, we're able to save some of these teeth.
Like with crowns, like in this particular case?
Yeah, we are able to put crowns on. It's not always extraction and implant. There's a lot of ways you could save teeth if they're savable. And with crowns on those bonded, you actually can save your own teeth and be able to chew and smile better, like as you can see in the picture.
Okay, and I don't want to rush you, but we only have a few more minutes left. And I know you have a ton of photos over there, so what do we got? What else do you have?
Now, take a look at this person. And I'm only smiling because I know how the end results looked.
Okay.
Take a look at the way the patient smiles trying to smile, and you see a lot of gaps, a lot of missing teeth. And here, you're gonna love this. Take a look at this after. Look at the way she's smiling more naturally, more genuinely. She's happier. She's able to chew now. She's able to go out to restaurants and choose and eat the foods that she always enjoyed. She's able to.
So that is an extreme smile makeover, for sure.
She's one of the happiest patients I've ever seen after the smile makeover. Let me just say that. Let me show you this next patient.
All right.
So take a look at this smile, and
that's his version of a smile.
This is his version of a smile. You would misjudge him for being very serious or this tough guy, but he's actually a very nice guy. And this is the smile you could see after we did the smile makeover with a combination of procedures. You were able
to different guy.
You're able to bring the nice guy out of him. With this is a natural smile, and he's able to enjoy his smile and foods after this smile makeover.
Now you're big on technology. I mean, some of the things I didn't know what you were talking about. I mean, you have technology that loaded up into the computer that you're able to design the teeth like almost three-dimensionally. Could you elaborate on that?
That's right. So we have a designer that designs cases per smile, per face. So we look at the face dimensions and we design, so we know the end result. And then we can make teeth that are basically temporary for the smile, where we can show the patient, have them test drive it, just like you can just drive a car, go on with your life for a couple of months. Tell me if you like it, if there's anything you need to change about it. If they don't like something about it, we can just redesign that specific part and reprint it right in my office.
Like crowns and things like that, you print right in your office. Is that right?
That's right. They're now with today's.
You have like an in-house lab. Is that right?
Yes, we do. So we can print crowns, we can print bridges in my office in the next room. It literally takes half an hour to print, and then try it on again and have the patient see if they even like it or don't in the same office before they even go home with it, because we could reprint it again over and over.
Okay. So, and like how many visits? Let's say somebody's got a lot of stuff going on, bad gums, loose teeth. They're going to need some extractions. Now, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you said in some cases you could do this in just 2 visits.
Yeah,
is that right?
Yeah, so I'd like to say it usually takes 3 visits. The first visit is we meet you, we come up with a plan, we go over your health history, and we give you a plan of where to start, where the end line is, and how much it should cost, and how long it's going to take. The second time you come in, if you decide to go forward with the procedure, is we take records. We're going to take some X-rays, a CVCT, a 3D scan in the mouth. We're going to take some pictures, so we're able to design your smile with my lab designer. So on the third visit, you walk in on the procedure day. You walk in with a really bad looking teeth and gum, and you walk out with nice looking teeth. Gum infections have been cleaned out.
Okay.
Cavities, if there are, were cleaned out. So it's like you're walking out as a different person the same day.
and so 70-year-olds, 80-year-olds, you said a 92-year-old, they're doing this. And do you ever have partners do it together? Like, husband and wife do it, or partners doing it together?
Yeah, so it's usually the wife will throw in the husband as a guinea pig.
Okay.
And after we're done with the procedures, she comes back after a few months and she wants to do the same thing.
She does it. Very nice. Okay, good. Time for a couple more. I'm going to rush you.
Yeah, so take a look at this patient. Comes in with missing teeth. Some of the teeth, sometimes these patients come. If you're missing teeth, there's a chance you also have some loose teeth going on that road too.
Okay.
So we're able to look at the gaps again. Patient was wearing a partial, didn't like it, didn't want to wear something removable in their mouth all their life, and they wanted something that stays in the mouth.
Okay.
So we're able to go from that to this, filling in their smile, giving them something fixed, no more partials, nothing removable in their mouth that they hated, and they're able to clean this better. Look at this after one more time. I don't think he's quite there yet. These patients.
There meaning what?
With the smile, it feels like a little guarded smile.
Okay.
These patients, after a while, when they get some compliments, they're relearning how to smile again, and you
smile bigger.
Exactly, it widens their smile. It feels more natural to them. Here's my next one. So if you take a look at this before smile of the patient, she has a lot of things going on. She probably went to different offices with different specialists that have suggested plans of working together. We're able to do this in one office
Okay.
with me, just same dentist, and give her a fee from the beginning of what the expected cost would be.
Let's take a look at the after.
Here's the after,
Oh, wow.
and again, the
Pretty smile.
pretty smile. She looks even younger. The teeth are matching her lower lip line, and we're able to fill the gaps, and she's able to smile more genuinely and enjoy the foods again.
You know, and one thing we have to mention, because pain. Everybody doesn't like going to the dentist because of the pain, the discomfort, especially when you're talking about a full mouth makeover. What are you doing for that?
So these patients are numbed up.
Okay.
We offer sedation for those who want to.
Are most of the people you showed me today sedated?
Yes, and
Okay.
I've had a few who said no, we're going to do it with just local Novocaine,
Okay.
and they were fine. The patient most of the time knows what they want,
Okay.
based on their past experiences. So a lot of times we offered sedation. Sometimes we did it with just Novocaine. The bottom line is they're numb. And
Okay.
I've had patients. Of course, you're going to be in discomfort for the few days after. But we give medications like Tylenol and Motrin, and patients tell me that they work. They work.
So
for them.
over-the-counter remedies. And if somebody had a lot of discomfort, you can prescribe medications?
Of course, there are stronger medications that it's not my first to go medications to prescribe to patients because a lot of times ibuprofen itself is going to decrease the inflammation and the discomfort.
Okay. We are out of time. So final message to the person that they have really bad teeth and gums, they're losing teeth, etc. They've heard what you have to say, but they're still afraid. They are skeptical. They're worried about pain, expense, everything else. What do you say to them?
Well, there's nothing wrong with visiting us and knowing your options. We invite you for a complimentary consult.
Okay.
Come in. We'll go over the plan. We'll discuss financing with you.
Okay.
You'll know the start and the finish and how much it's going to cost. And we give you the options that you most suits you for mostly, and based on your teeth, your smile, and your conditions in the mouth. And you'll walk out with a treatment plan and expected treatment cost. And I want to stress this point. Some offices, all they do is dental implants. There's nothing wrong with that. In my office, we do dental implants, but we also are going to go over the options of saving your teeth and doing other combination procedures because losing your teeth is expensive. A full mouth implant is very expensive oftentimes.
So your goal is to save the teeth whenever you can.
If we can, that's the first option that I give to the patient.
Okay, great. If somebody wants to make an appointment, do you prefer they just go to the website and make an appointment, or go online?
There's a book online on the website, and then there's also a phone number that they, we have both ways.
You have a lot of positive reviews too. We checked you out. You even brought a letter where a patient's raving about you because she heard you were coming on the show. Is that right? So good for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So I want to thank you again for coming on the show. Good stuff.
Thank you, Randy.
You've been watching the Wellness Hour news that makes you healthier. I'm Randy Alvarez. For now, I wish you good health.